Hello, I'm Kristen from Kristen Kane's Style. Welcome, so glad you're here. I'm a style and mindset coach, and I help women who are tired of struggling with their style. I help them create a wardrobe they love wearing. So I do work one-on-one with clients online and in person, and in that work I help women dispel the limiting beliefs and the obstacles that keep them from creating a wardrobe that they love wearing so that they can, with my help, edit out what isn't working and learn how to shop smarter and create outfits that they really truly love wearing so that getting dressed becomes effortless and they can just put on something that they love wearing and head out the door and get back to living. It's one of my greatest joys to have my clients not need me because they have figured out how to create effortless style on their own. So if that's something you'd like my help with, all the info is down below. Style Therapy is the name of the packages that I offer, and you can find those on my website. I also act as a style coach right here on YouTube every week and also on Instagram, sharing tips and strategies and all the things that I have learned in 2 decades plus of fitting room and closet work with women so that you can benefit even if hiring me as a style coach is not something that you need or are interested in. So today I am talking about a topic that is just so close to my heart. This one is kind of big and a little emotional for me because it's been game-changing to have some awareness around this in my own life, in my own wardrobe, and also in lots of other areas of my life. Today, I'm going to talk about it specifically with regards to wardrobe. So the topic is perfectionism and how being a perfectionist affects your style. It affects every area of your life. I know this because I am a recently identified perfectionist. I truly did not know that I was a perfectionist. Yes, I like nicely wrapped presents and I like a nicely made bed, but I did not, and those things aren't even really perfectionism. I did not really understand how perfectionism and my inability to sort of release the handbrake that held me back, I did not realize how that was affecting my entire life. Somehow, sort of unbeknownst to me and in spite of myself, I did figure it out with regards to my wardrobe for the most part, prior to learning that I behave like a perfectionist in so many other areas of my life. And so today I'm going to kind of tie the two together and share how perfectionism might be keeping you from having a wardrobe you really love wearing, because it's sneaky, I have learned, and it sort of shows up in these weird ways that don't seem damaging, and yet they hold us back. And so I want to give a huge shout out and tons of credit to an incredible Australian woman named Sam Laura Brown. Sam Laura Brown has a podcast called the Perfectionism Project, and it is all about all things perfectionist. And I first heard her podcast a couple years ago. I first heard her on someone else's podcast, actually, a couple years ago, and then did the deep dive into Sam's podcast and just continually heard her in my ears speaking my truth without me even knowing it. And so one of the things that I learned early on from her were 10 surprising signs that you're a perfectionist. And so this was really interesting to me because I had not considered myself a perfectionist. As I said, I knew that I liked, I liked things to be done well when I did things, but I didn't understand how insidious perfectionism is. And I certainly didn't understand how it can affect wardrobes. I now see all of these things in my own past and in my clients. And so I wanted to share it here because I think it is just, it's something we can it's simple to overcome. It might not be so easy, but it is simple to overcome. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So that's my goal today, is to hopefully help even one of you recognize, wow, I actually do those things in my wardrobe or in my closet or when I get dressed, and maybe help you to shift one and look at it slightly differently. So Sam, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have changed my life. I am going to go through and use kind of Sam's 10 surprising signs you're a perfectionist. And with each one, I'm going to give you how that affects your wardrobe, how it shows up when it's time to get dressed. So the first surprising sign that you may be a perfectionist is that you procrastinate. So I procrastinated my whole life. I waited till the last minute for a whole lot of things. I did not really understand that that is a sign of perfectionism. So in your wardrobe, how that would translate is very simple. You continue to procrastinate with regards to doing anything about creating a wardrobe you love. So if you have a wardrobe that overwhelms you or that you're not super thrilled with, or you keep wearing the same outfits and you're not actually changing anything, you're procrastinating. You want something to be different. So clearly you're hoping, in the event that you're hoping that your wardrobe could be better at some point, you're procrastinating doing the work or investigating why it's not a wardrobe you love yet, and you just continue to put it off. So the second sign that you might be a perfectionist is that you have an all or nothing mindset. And so this is 100% me. I have worked very hard to overcome it or to recognize it and then work in spite of it. But the all or nothing mindset keeps you from going in even a little bit if you can't go all in. So that might look to you like, I only want to wear cashmere and Chanel, and since I can't at the moment afford to wear cashmere and Chanel, I'm just going to wear the ratty old jeans and the, sweatshirt that I don't really love the way it fits, that's stained, because I can't go all the way to the wardrobe that I dream of, so I'm just going to stay here. You're not willing to go even a little bit to try to elevate a little bit until you can go all the way in. And I have done this in many areas of my life. If I can't completely overhaul and remake, the garage, then I'm not going to sweep up the crumbs or the dirt or the leaves on the garage floor, because to me, it's not a complete, I haven't done the complete overhaul. I have seen this in many areas of my life. So I want to just back up 1 second and say that if none of this rings true for you, then you're not a perfectionist and you don't need to worry about any of these things because you're likely not doing them. But if it feels like I'm kind of in your mind and how does she know? It's because I have lived this for my whole life and I only recently have had the light bulb turned on. So procrastinate, all or nothing mindset. Like if you can't have the wardrobe of your dreams, you're not even going to wear the better sweater that you already own because it's not the complete overhaul. Number 3 is overthinking. Certainly, this shows up in all areas, but with regards to your wardrobe, it shows up in the sense that you either are overthinking the outfit to the point where now it's too late and you just have to put on something that works and leave the house. For me, overthinking in my wardrobe showed up in a pair of brown boots, sort of an elusive, perfect pair of brown boots that I seem to never be able to find. And so I just kept not buying any brown boots. And every fall, I would wish I had a tall pair of brown boots and I wouldn't own them, and then I would vow to find them next year, and I was always overthinking them. Well, what if they're not exactly right? What if they don't end up being as comfortable? This was kind of before when I was willing to wear shoes that needed to be broken in. I'm not any longer. But there was so much overthinking about the piece and about it being perfect that I missed seasons worth of great outfits that could have had brown boots that would have been good enough, that I would have ended up loving had I just been willing to stop overthinking it and actually wear them. It could be overthinking it with regards to, what if I wear a turtleneck, like all different things. Like, I think I like turtlenecks, but I'm not sure. And just what if I get too hot while I'm at work? And, whatever the things are, we tend to overthink instead of just putting on the piece, wearing it, and seeing how we feel. Number 4 is being a people pleaser. So this is a big perfectionist tendency, is to be concerned with pleasing everyone else. And so a people pleaser with regards to your wardrobe could look like you wear what everyone else says looks good on you. You go shopping and you fall prey to buying what the sales girl says, looks amazing on you, even though you're not sure you really love it. You want to please people. You don't return items because you don't want to upset the people at the store by bringing something back. So you have things hanging in your wardrobe with tags on them that you're not willing to return because you don't want to upset anybody. Same with gifts. Someone gives you a gift, so you wear it even though it's not really you. It doesn't feel authentic, but you want to please people, so you keep that item in your wardrobe. Number 5 is fear of judgment. And so this often shows up as you want to fit in, so you don't want to take any risks with your wardrobe. You want to look like all the other moms at Pickup Line, or, all the other women who are in your office, or, your friends, or everyone else on vacation with you, or whatever the case is. So you're really afraid that you might not show up in a way that pleases others. And so you don't want to be judged for all of a sudden wearing the better sweater, because what would people think? They would see you in the better sweater and then they would judge you. Well, why is she all dressed up today? Whatever the case is, there's a fear of judgment. Number 6 is that perfectionists love feeling smart. And so specifically with regards to wardrobes and getting dressed, We don't want to feel like we're failing at getting dressed. Getting dressed is pretty simple. It's fundamental. We all do it from a very early age, and it really shouldn't be that difficult. And so we want to look like we're really good at things, like we're really smart, and that we have an innate sense of style and that it's effortless for us to look good. And so if we are afraid to experiment because we might look in the middle when we're figuring it out, in those beginning stages, and as we head into the middle where we're figuring out our new style and getting clear and dialing it in, we might look like we're not as smart or not as stylish or not as together as we want to present. Then we just don't do it. We figure, well, everybody's already used to me in that, sweater that's kind of and the jeans that are a little bit dated and those old sneakers. So I'm not going to change anything because I want to appear like I have this innate sense of style. And if I start to try that, but I'm not there yet, then I will feel shame because I haven't come out as this amazingly stylish person. So the overthinking comes back in, and the all or nothing and all of those other things. Number 7, perfectionists lack follow through. So I am pretty close to this one. We start something, but we don't finish it. So you might decide you're going to overhaul your closet and pull everything out and put it all in the bed and begin the KonMari method and hold up the pieces and do they spark joy? And then it's lunchtime. And then it's time to pick up your kids from school. And then it's time to make dinner and finish the laundry. And so you just grab the pile. And if you're lucky, you hang it back up and, put it away neatly. Not so lucky, you just sort of stuff it back in the closet and in your drawers, and you haven't actually followed through with the project. It might be follow through on finding new jeans. You get to the store and it's a little overwhelming and you try on 6 pair and now you're hungry and you're feeling frustrated because you haven't found the perfect ones and they're more expensive than you wanted them to be, and you don't even really know what style you like because everything seems kind of trendy and new compared to the ones you've been wearing. And so you don't follow through on buying the jeans. So lack of follow through is a really important thing to pay attention to. Are you finishing what you're starting with regards to your closet and your clothing and your wardrobe? Number 8, with regards to perfectionism in general, is you have a full plate of commitments. I feel like in some ways that still can be true. You're too busy to kind of deal with the wardrobe issue, so you just keep pushing it off to the side. I also feel like this fullness applies to what's actually in your closet. So you continue to satisfy your desire to have a wardrobe you love by adding more. You're not actually solving the problem that way, but you figure if I just keep adding pieces, eventually I'm going to have this great wardrobe just kind of shuffle down in my closet, and I'll walk in one morning and it'll look and feel, like something I want to wear, and I'll be thrilled with it. So you just keep adding more. So you have a full plate of commitments possibly so that you're really busy, and that busyness keeps you from getting to your style. Like if I wasn't so busy, if I had time, I could fit this in and then I'd be stylish. And I will say, as a side note, style therapy, which is my one-on-one program with clients, takes a day, 1 day. And by the time you go to bed, you are going to sleep with a smile. And when you wake up the next morning, you are ready to put on an outfit that you absolutely love wearing. So it's not really about the time, but we like to make it about, I'm so busy and my plate is so full that I don't have time to deal with the style. And we continue to fill the closet thinking that that is going to resolve the issues with our wardrobe because, well, if we just had more clothes, it would be better. Number 9 is, they're all pretty close to my heart. Number 9 is no goals or vague goals. So this is, again, these are from Sam Laura Brown, who has the Perfectionism Project podcast. She created this list of 10 surprising ways, signs that you might be a perfectionist. I am just borrowing her 10 things and applying them to the wardrobe. So this idea, number 9, of no goals or vague goals certainly applies to all areas of life. But with regards to our wardrobe, we don't have an idea of what we want. One of my favorite parts of this whole perfectionism journey that I have been on is the idea that we protect our potential. And so I have been the queen of protect my potential my entire life. If we do not go all in, we can keep in our mind that, well, if I went all in, I would be outrageously successful or outrageously stylish or outrageously whatever, because the potential is there. And we intellectually know we have the potential, but we protect it by not taking any action. So we can't actually bust this balloon of potential and fall flat because we haven't actually tried. So with regards to the goal thing and wardrobes, if you don't have an idea of how you want to look, and you don't have a goal for when you're going to have your closet edited, or when you're going to find those new jeans by, or specifically what you're after in your wardrobe, then you just have these ideas that you don't like it and you want it to be different, but you're not doing anything about it. And it's really frustrating, and it feels big and scary to set a goal. But if you can set even a little goal, like by Saturday afternoon, I will have all of the clothing on hangers turned right side out and facing the same way, so that the next time you walk into your closet after Saturday afternoon, it feels a little more peaceful and a little more relaxed and a little more organized. Whatever the goal is, big or small, if you have a goal, a specific goal that you can start to work towards achieving in your wardrobe, you will make some headway. But as perfectionists, we often like to not set the goal, because it's that all or nothing mindset where if we don't do anything, then we're still protecting that potential. I can help you set a goal. That's another thing that we do in the one-on-one work I do. And number 10, they're just also accurate. Number 10 is that you're always waiting for the perfect time. As perfectionists, we like sort of that grand entry. We like the grand gesture, the clean slate, we like the Monday morning. We like the first of the month. We like January. We're good when there's that calendar, that specific action that means that it's new. And so we're always waiting for that. Well, I will, with regards to wardrobes, I see it all the time. I will wait until January. I will wait until spring when the stores have new merchandise in there. I will wait till summer vacation when my kids aren't at school and I don't have, my life isn't as busy. I will wait until my kids go back to school when my kids are back at school and my life isn't as busy. I will wait until fall when the season changes and the sweaters are all in the stores. I will wait until just before the holidays so I can look great through the holidays. I'm going to wait till after the holiday. You get the idea. I could go on. We always wait for that perfect moment to begin, that perfect moment to decide that today's the day. And we kind of wait for an external reason to change it. I find that often the best reason is just that you are sick of your own stuckness, that you have just decided today's the day. Enough is enough. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday or the 1st or January. It's just, I'm done. I am done waking up and looking in my closet and not feeling like I have anything I want to wear or like I know how to use what I already own. I want it to be easier and I want to look and feel amazing in my clothing. So we set these arbitrary dates for when we can start, but truly you could push stop on this video right now and walk into your closet. And as I said, make sure everything is turned right side out and facing the same way on the hangers, and that would be a start. So I hope that was helpful. I hope it wasn't too harsh. If this is new information for you and you were just like I was the first time I heard this, sitting there sort of with your jaw hanging open, wondering how you've missed this for so long. I don't believe I'm the only one who has gone through a lot of life or who went through a lot of life prior to realizing how these perfectionist tendencies were holding me back. And again, I don't know how I got past it in my wardrobe without having any idea that this is how I operated in the rest of my life. Somehow the wardrobe piece I did figure out, and I didn't need to be made aware that those were even perfectionist things because I sorted those on my own. There were plenty of others that I am still working through, and it's actually kind of fun now at this point because I see it so clearly, and once you see it, once you have that awareness, you can't unsee it. And so now when I feel, the fear of judgment coming up with regards to something I might wear, I recognize it and I think, do I care what anyone thinks of this outfit I'm going to put on? I feel good in it, so I'm going to wear it. Anyway, I really hope that's helpful. If there is one of these 10 signs of perfectionism in your wardrobe that really hits home for you, I would love to hear it in the comments. Please share, because I think that, the more we feel supported in this, the easier it is to decide, okay, you know what, today is the day I'm going to do something about it. And if you'd like my help, just reach out. You can comment below, or you can find me on my website, which is also listed below, KristenKaneStyle.com. I do a live Instagram Q&A every Tuesday at noon Mountain Time, and you can drop a question below, or you can join me live and ask your question, or on Monday before, I do a question box on my Instagram at KristenKaneStyle. And you can ask your question, then I'll answer it on Tuesday. All the replays get uploaded there to Instagram, and I list all the questions in the caption so that if you look through the previous ones and see a question that you're interested in, you can tune right in and get the answer to that question. That's it for today. To all you perfectionists out there, I see you and I hold space for you, and I am one of you. And I would really hope that some of this was helpful for you with regards to how to start to release that perfectionism in your wardrobe. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I'll be back next Friday.